My name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbet helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.
Sunday the 14th of August, where we're racing at Hollywoodbets Scottsville. There are 9 races carded. It's going to be a busy show with interviews and reruns, and I'll be previewing the show alongside Graham Hawkins. Well, race number 1, let's get right into it. Let's see what we have for you in the first. We have a rerun of horse number 3, Imposing, and we got interviews with assistant trainer to Mike Miller, Craig Udy, Nathan Kotson, Paul Matchett, and Michael Roberts.
Bombshell coming out of the 200, Thunderstruck and Karangatang. On the outside of that one is Imposing, Gladiatorian, and further back Ocean Time, but Thunderstruck. And it's Thunderstruck over the last 100 metres going clear, and Thunderstruck will win it by about 3 to 4. Second place, Now I Got You, then Ocean Time, maybe Captain Bombshell fourth.
Yes, superior order, very, very nice colt. He's a big, strong guy. He's just taking a bit of time. But if he's not green, he'll run very, very well. Raw Point, we were disappointed in his first run. He didn't really handle the poly at that stage of his career, but the gelding and the blinkers have done him a lot of good, and I wouldn't leave him out of your quartets and that sort of thing.
Yeah, look, I think Scottsville will be a much better track for him in the grass as well. I don't think he's taken to the poly that well. Last twice was a 1400 and a mile before that. He didn't seem to stay. Back to a sprint. He's definitely got a chance in that race.
That's right, it was a big improvement. I think that day he ran against some winners, and compared to his first run he showed a lot of pace. So we're expecting a bit more improvement on Sunday, and if he does that, we should be finishing in the first 4.
Much better than last time. He showed a lot of speed. I didn't expect that. And he went a tad a bit too fast for me, and I'm hoping for a nice run up down the straight now, coming back to the 1200.
There's also more improvement. Still a bit backward. He needs 1 or 2 more races to show his true ability. So he's having a run just to gain the experience.
Yes, he has come on from his first run, but he's still a big baby, and he'll probably still need the experience.
Well, race number 1, number 3, Imposing from the stable of Glenn Kotson. It's clear to see what they think of this horse. With the company they've kept him in as a juvenile, he's raced in obviously the Gold Medallion and the Golden Horseshoe, and now he's back in Maiden company. Graham, I think I'll start off by saying the fixed odds betting market tells a story. 8 to 10 at the time of recording, number 3, Imposing. And then we got 2 first-timers, number 12 at 5 to 1 and number 2 at 7 to 1. The balance are all in double figures.
Well, on paper, the only 2 dangers to Imposing are the first-timers, because they could be anything. They're both very well bred. 2 Imperial Order, Give Me the Green Light out of a Fortwood mare, and Dean Canamer's number 12, Director's Cut, who's by Give Me the Green Light out of a Jetmaster mare. So Director's Cut priced up second favourite at 5 to 1, Imperial Order 15 to 2. Craig Udy likes Imperial Order, obviously, as a specimen, as a horse, and obviously has a bit of a future, maybe a little bit green. I was interested in what he said about the stable companion, number 7, Royal Point, who's been gelded since his debut and gets blinkers for the first time. He's suggesting to us we don't leave it out of trifectas and quartets. So I hadn't factored the 2 Miller runners, numbers 2 and 7, into my play. My first selection is clearly the odds-on favourite, number 3, Imposing. This is not the first leg of the bipod, being a 9-race program. He puts his reputation on the line here. They think highly of him. He should get the job done in this maiden. I've gone with Director's Cut to run second. I'm expecting improvement from Michael Roberts' horse number 14, Sea Vista. I think that'll go well. That's my third selection. And Another Day in Africa is my fourth selection. But from a quartet and trifecta perspective, behind Imposing, I would also consider the 2 Mike Miller runners, number 2 Imperial Order and number 7 Royal Point.
Yeah, I'm in agreement. When you look past this horse Imposing, who I think is going to get punters of the top 1 up to a flying start here in race number 1, I've had to increase my budget as well for this. I actually wrote down a quartet that I was going to call on air, Graham, that cost 210 Rand. But now, if you include numbers 2 and 7, it becomes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I've actually gone to 504. I don't know if this quartet can be 504 Rand, but I think if you get some roughies running second, third, and fourth, even though the top one does win, you know, you often get a very sizable pool to start off the meeting. Punters want to get on, they want to make some money for the exotics that will begin in race number 2. But everything does point to number 3, Imposing, on what he's faced as a juvenile and the company they've kept him in, back in Maiden company. Both Graham and I think he'll be very hard to oppose.
It's good fun. Days like these are great. You get the whole industry together, and to have, you know, companies and corporations like Interbet and Cape Racing who are so generous with sort of time and energy into making a day like this possible is it's fantastic for everyone.